In this video, we'll talk about the basics of buying and selling a property. Let's pretend that this is your home and this is you. You decide to call a real estate sales representative to help you sell your property. Let's also draw the brokerage he works for. Now, every seller sales rep has a different commission fee agreement with their seller for their services. In this video, let's just say they agree on 5% of the purchase price. Once all required documents are signed, now we can talk about the MLS sheet. The MLS sheet is what every other real estate sales rep sees to learn more about a property that's on the MLS. This contains the asking price, number of bedrooms, washrooms, and many other property details. It also indicates the cooperating brokerage commission. In other words, if any other real estate sales rep brings a client to purchase this property, they will be given a commission fee. In this video, let's just say they'll be given 2.5% of the purchase price. Once the MLS sheet is created and is uploaded on the MLS, we can put the sign on the property. Let's assume we're selling this property for $100,000. Now, after it being on the market for a while and having a good amount of people coming in to see the property, let's say we find our buyer. In this case, he's being represented by a sales representative. Again, let's draw the brokerage she works for. Every buyer sales rep agrees on different commission fee with their buyer. In this video, let's just say they agreed on 2.5% of the purchase price, or they could agree on as per MLS. This means the buyer sales rep is okay with receiving the amount of commission fee being offered on the MLS sheet. The buyer loves the property and tells his sales rep to present an offer. Now, their offer includes a price of $100,000, exactly what the seller wants, no conditions, a closing date of 1 month. In other words, the buyers are asking for 1 month before the property is closed. I will talk about this later in the video. And within this month, they're giving us $5,000 of the purchase price now as a security deposit. The seller has no problem with the offer and decides to sign. The seller's sales rep now takes the deposit and hands it to his brokerage to be kept in the trust account. Usually, the day after the offer is signed, the seller and buyer will contact a lawyer if they already haven't done so. From this point on, the lawyers pretty much take care of everything up to the closing date. In order to complete this transaction, everything takes place on this day. Let me explain. The buyer will pay the remaining $95,000 plus his lawyer fees and other costs. Then it gets transferred to the seller's lawyer, and finally the seller receives $95,000 minus his lawyer fees and other costs. Now, the ownership of the property is transferred to the buyer and the property is considered closed. Now, what about the real estate sales reps? The seller brokerage already has the $5,000 deposit, so from that the seller's sales rep gets paid 2.5% minus brokerage fees. As stated on the MLS sheet, the cooperating brokerage gets paid the remaining 2.5%. Now, the buyer brokerage pays the buyer sales rep the 2.5% minus brokerage fees. This is just a simple example, free of any problems or complications. Everyone walks away happy. That's the ultimate objective of every real estate sales representative.